Hello everyone, Michelle here, and today I'm going to talk about the Halo series again, in specific episodes 8 and 9, and then I'm gonna give my full review of the Halo series, its impact on Halo overall, as I was discussing last time. But last time we were at episode 7, and now, at the time of this recording, episodes 8 and 9 have already aired. So I'm going to tell you about them, and we're gonna discuss what our thoughts are on the Halo TV series and the state of Halo and what Paramount has done to Halo and what it all means for us, the I will dare to say diehard Halo fans. Okay, so like this video, like if you like the points I make, and subscribe to my channel so you get all the notifications for when I upload my videos. I'm sorry that this next video has taken me so long to record, but I'm not gonna lie, I've been up to here with work from college, essays and stuff that I had to read, stuff that I had to write, to finish the semester. And well, that really takes a toll on my agenda. And I'm sorry because, this project, this channel, my channel is something that I really love and something that I'm really committed to making my bilingual channel with videos in English and Spanish. Like, this is something I enjoy, like something that brings joy to my heart. It really does. So without further ado, apology made, like and subscribe, and let's go. Let's talk about it. Okay? So, Halo, the Paramount series, episode 8. Not a lot happened, not gonna lie. It was an episode in which Master Chief got laid with Makee, the Covenant character that some of us fans feared that it was going to be a replacement for the Inquisitor, but it was not. She was just a human that, as was established in the series, like Master Chief, had a special connection with the Forerunner artifacts, and she was sent to get the artifact that humanity had still, that was still in control of the UNSC, and to kill Master Chief, because of course, she was gonna kill Master Chief. Instead, they ended up banging, right? Because they felt this connection between being misunderstood and alienated and having this connection with the artifacts and having had an experience like in a subconscious layer of understanding or a different realm of consciousness where the halo is. I'm telling you, people, the creators of this show don't understand what the halos are, but okay. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So the thing is, the only major thing that happens is that Master Chief and Makee get laid in this episode, and then things start to pop off. Halsey sends the Spartans to retrieve Chief, her, and the artifact because they're gonna run away. I don't really know what Halsey's plans was at the time, but since the other Spartans, except Kai, have still like that pellet in their column that controls them, so when they get an order, they have to fulfill it. Whatever. Point is, a big fight breaks out. Makee escapes. Vanak and Reese beat up Chief really bad, and well, Makee basically saves him by turning on the artifact and then escaping. All right, so well, that takes us to episode 9, the season finale of Halo Infinite, and I'm not gonna lie, it is not really a bad episode, but it still has the things that I don't like about this take on Halo, because I'm gonna be honest, to me, this is not Halo, this is a take on Halo. Okay, and I'm gonna explain. I know I've already said I'm going to get to things, and I'm going to get to things. So before we get there, I have to finish explaining to you Halo episode 9. Okay, so Dr. Halsey is on the run. Makee has escaped to the Covenant, and the Spartans, they make up, they talk, and they get to the understanding that they are all they have, which in fact they are all humanity has, which is something I don't think the creators get, but whatever, we're past that at that point. So they get together and they start, like, they figure out where Makee is through some theory of space and some crystals that distort the vision from far away. So they decide to go where she told Chief the planet was in the first place. And they go through a kind of wormhole that almost tears the ship apart, but it doesn't, because TV science. So it gets there. They are there at the planet. So let me tell you this. This is what I like about the episode. This is what I really enjoyed about this episode. As soon as they get down into that planet surface where the artifact is and Makee's and the prophets are, yada yada yada, that planet, that surface is a map straight out of Halo 2, and I love that. I love the map. It also resembles a map from Halo 5, and the way the Spartans act and operate and beat up the Covenant is really Spartan-like. And then when things start to go down and the Spartans' lives seem to be in danger, Master Chief almost kills himself, or allows himself to be killed, in order for Cortana to take control of his body. And once she does, we as the audience see the first real Master Chief-like depiction that the series has ever given us. Because, okay, at one time he got onto a Banshee and he rammed it into a Phantom, and he survived that explosion somehow. And then he beat up a whole bunch of Covenant just to get beaten up by Atriox's brother, or an Atriox lookalike. Okay? Because he can't be Atriox, because in this episode, episode 9, he gets killed. And we know Atriox is alive up to Halo Infinite, which timeline-wise is way beyond the series. So, whatever. Atriox lookalike beats up Master Chief. So that was not very Master Chief-like, right? And any Spartan could do what we saw in episode 6, right? Almost any Spartan could do that, but the final action scene that Master Chief has in episode 9 is really great. It is Halo. That's what Halo is about. You know, a human that is basically a tank, that is the last hope of humanity and his team and everyone that relies on him, beating up the Covenant to a pulp without mercy, relentlessly doing it, because that's where Halo is. That's what Halo is at, or better said, that's where humanity is at in the Halo universe. It is a fight for survival. It is bare bones survival, a fight for humanity not to go extinct. Okay? So that's what I liked. What I didn't like, I mean, I liked to see Master Chief, but the thing is, and this is what I didn't like, it was not Master Chief. Okay? Chief is dead. Okay, Master Chief is dead in the Halo Paramount series, and it is Cortana who is operating the body of Master Chief. So let me make this clear so that everyone can understand, so the ones in the back can hear me. That is not Master Chief. That is Cortana operating Master Chief's body. And that is not Cortana. Cortana is an assistant for the Spartans to tactically assess the combat situations and give the Spartans their input so that they can survive and take the best advantage and the best way out of the situation. All right, that's where the name Cortana comes from. She was never designed to take control of these Spartan bodies. Okay? and that's what happened in the episodes 8 and 9 of Halo Paramount series. So now the effects overall of the series, as I said, this is a take on Halo. This is not Halo, all right? And it is all due to the creators of the series trying to appeal to the famous, the mythical, bigger audience, right? An audience beyond Halo fans. But the problem is that the ones who wanted a Halo TV series with a big budget were the Halo fans, not the bigger audience, okay? So in order to honor that, you should have given something closer to the source material if you're going to call yourself Halo and not Circle or Sphere or whatever, right? Because since this is the newest Halo TV iteration that has come out, or cinematic or whatever, right? And since it's the one with the biggest budget and with the best effects, okay, then we automatically assume it's canon, right? But I'm gonna tell you that the only things that they got right straight from the source material are the templates for the armors and the weapons and the settings and the ships, right? But the story and the characters and the situations, that is what is not Halo. So I'm gonna ask a question, okay? And I hope it can one day be answered. Why, if you have a product that may not be perfect, but it knows what it is well established and it is solid, okay, and it is what it is, and it is understandable as it is, why do you have to come and change it into something else and give us something that is not that and call it that? Okay, with a product or a series or a universe that is perfectly well defined, okay, as what it is, and then you have to change it and move it all around, okay? It is like what happened with the Star Wars sequels, okay, because you had Star Wars, okay, and after the movies came out, the original trilogy, you had the comics, which expanded, all right, they expanded upon the source material, they didn't change it, they expanded upon it and the future of it, and then came the video games for PC and the original Xbox, okay, of things that happened before the original trilogy, and they further expanded the lore from the past and the future with the comics and the games, okay, and they did not change it, all right, they added to it, all right, and they respected the source material, what created it, and then the new movies came out, and suddenly it is not Star Wars anymore, and the perfect example of that is Luke Skywalker. You grab the most beloved character by the fandom, and you turn him into this dislikable, disenchanted, just frustrated and enraged character, completely on disagreement with all the source material of how Luke was after the original Star Wars movies, right? You had all that, and you came and did something different. And that is what the creators are doing, or what the creators did with the new Halo TV show. They had a source material which they didn't look upon, and they changed it, and they gave us soap opera, space opera, melodrama, the insurgent point of view. What if a human was captured by the Covenant and embraced but really tricked to do their bidding? And what if Master Chief took off his helmet and his armor all the time, and he just, you know, and he just was someone else than Master Chief, right? And he's like, well, but we already have this military science fiction of humanity on the brink of extinction fighting the Covenant, and that is all that matters to the fans of Halo, right? And neither the comics nor the books divert from that source material, from that core, from that essence. And this TV series, in essence, is something different, okay? So I'm just gonna finish with this. For me, it's not canon. For me, it is kind of what they did to Star Wars with the latest trilogy. It is a disservice on hopes of expanding their audience. And I'm not here for that. I've been playing Halo for the better part of 2 decades, and I've read books and I've read comics, and I have never seen something divert so further away from the source material as this. So with that, I leave you people, and I'll see you on my next video. Like and subscribe. My name is Michel, and think about what I said. Draw your own conclusions, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.